So aside from that, my grievances is the non-Spanish speaking Latin countries. Yeah. I don't understand. I think they got really the short end of the stick being grouped with South America. Yes. Because this needs to be split. Yeah. It seems like they're not being acknowledged, the non-Spanish speaking Latin countries. Because why is it that none of them placed in the top 30? It's like they just saw, hey, only 11 Latin countries, the Spanish speaking ones, and then they said, okay, yeah, we've covered the entire Latin America Latin America region. We've covered the entire South America, Central America region, the Caribbean one too. But what people don't know is that the South America, aka Central America, Caribbean, you name it, it does not only involve the Spanish speaking countries. We have the English speaking countries, the French speaking countries, and some of the Creole speaking countries, the Dutch ones too. And they were forgotten. I was hoping that at least Jamaica would place, Jamaica, Bahamas, or Trinidad and Tobago. Those three were firm to me that I thought they would place, even Turks and Caicos, at least for the fourth. And you guys forgot about them. Y'all acted like them. They did not exist. It's like we have all our 11 Latin American countries. That's it. We covered South America anyway, so that's it. Anyway, let me move on to the next one. These top 30, there were a couple of ones that I predicted and there were some not. For example, I predicted France, India, Serbia, Nigeria, Egypt, Thailand, Philippines, I think I said Ecuador, Russia, Cambodia, Dominican Republic, Zimbabwe, and I don't think I predicted Chile. Yeah, so those were the ones that I predicted. Now there were some, now they call the top 30. Congratulations to the top 30. There were some names that I was shocked to see in that top 30.
So to me, the countries that I did not expect to place is China, Macau, and I feel that especially Macau could have been replaced with Pakistan. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. Nicaragua, and Cuba too. But again, this is just my opinion. At the end of the day, what's meant to be is happened. So yeah, those are just the ones I did not expect. But anyway, yeah, congratulations.
They were recording their VT while they were introducing themselves on stage, their video take, once they got selected for the top 30. Why was the video giving me mannequin challenge? So seductive, so sultry. When we had to get like that introduction from them and all that in their introduction video. Yes, I am this, I am that. I like to do what it is. I am an advocate for the animal rights. I am a very nice, demure woman. I could be, I could be, I could be. Why was it giving so seductive? We just wanted to watch a nice, fun VT. Hello, my name, you could have even sat in front of the camera. Hi. Hello, world. Hello, Mexico. I miss Mexico. And yes, and my interest, I love playing football, I love traveling, and if you would like to know more about me and about my advocacies and more about this, I would also like to thank you all for all the love, for showing me. But this was so seductive. Hey! Anyway, we have Robin Thicke performing. And I said, what happened to that man's career? Robin Thicke was really, really, really popping in the early 2012, 2013. You got a good heart. I know you want it. I know you want it. You a good girl. That man got sued by Marvin Gaye's estate. Yes, anyway. I'm glad he's back again. I don't think he asked that much to perform. At the end of the day, his career is his music career. It ain't popping like it was a decade ago. Anyway, so now we have the top 30 swimsuit round. Yeah, so like I said, the swimsuits, they looked amazing. Sheer veil, oh my god, it was lovely. I like it. I like the colors. Now the ones that stood out to me, like I said, I look at walk, I look at presentation, I look at charisma, what you exude, the confidence, the it factor. So for me, the ones that stood out in the swimsuit round are France, Serbia, Puerto Rico, Philippines, Russia, Finland, uh, um, uh, Dominican Republic, Nigeria, Venezuela. Those ones stood out to me in the top 30. Now, China was a hot mess in this top 30 walk. I think she was the one to me that had her walk was such a disaster. I think she even stepped on her own veil. It was something else. Miss Mexico, she was walking like her legs were on fire, like it was burning. Like, hey, I need to walk quickly. It's burning. It's burning. Macau's walk, it felt boring. So those three were a bit my least favorite in that swimsuit round. But again, regardless, everybody did. After that performance, they had to announce the top 12. And so we had, of course, Bolivia, Nigeria, Thailand, Argentina, Mexico, Puerto Rico. So I was listening as they were saying the name. Denmark, Venezuela. Then I say, oh my god, it's getting close. I have not heard my favorites. Chile, Peru. Then I said, oh my god, it's left with 2 spaces. I said, oh my god, 2 of my favorite countries, Zimbabwe and Philippines. Please let me hear at least one of them. Russia, Canada. I said, oh my god, Philippines, Zim, they did not make it to the top 12. And it is so funny that even Dominican Republic did not make it. Upon all her hype, upon all the... Anyway, you know what? It is what it is. She has a big personality. We all do at times. You know, I don't want to believe the stories that I'm hearing behind the scenes. I know that she's a bit of a diva, but more like how she performs on stage. But I just hope she does not have those attitude issues that we're hearing behind the scenes. Like I said, I'm not there. It's easy to come up with rumors. Some people say that Miss Zim is a mean girl and all that. I don't believe, you know, I just don't believe it. I need to see it to believe it. So yeah, that's a shame. Also, what I wanted to mention is that Miss Canada's placement rubbed some people the wrong way in the top 12, especially the fans of the fans of the Dominican Republic, her fans. They felt that she did not deserve to be in there and Dominican Republic is better. And I'm saying to those fans, let it go. At the end of the day, you can only root for your faith. It's not up to you to decide. You know, your faith is not any better than anybody. Okay, so let's go to the nightgown of the top 12. All the ladies, they did their best. They all walked well. But for me, okay, I'll describe each. We have Venezuela. Hers was elegant. It was demure. She looked stunning. Her body is beautiful. She's a mom. She looks so amazing. Mexico's outfit is go big or go home. I like it. I like it. It's a bit over the top, but I like it. It stands out. Argentina's dress. Argentina and Thailand, they have the same dress that they had at the Argentina And Thailand, they had the same outfit that they had at the prelims. So it was nice to see that again. And of course, those were also my favorites. So Argentina, I loved it. I've said the same thing in the prelims, loved it. Thailand's dress, love it because it's strong. It's something we have not really seen before. Eagle wings, but there's a strong story behind it. Half human, half bird. Loved it. It's quite different. Canada's one, I love the color. I love the color. I love the fabric. I hated the dress. Yeah. Nigeria's one and Peru's one. Nigeria and Peru. Theirs was okay. Theirs was okay. That's all I can say. Even Puerto Rico, theirs was okay. It did not wow me. It did not wow me. But regardless, both ladies, they look stunning. And I know some of Chidima's fans will come from me and say, oh my god, what do you know about dressing? Can you dress yourself? Blah, blah, blah. The thing is, and I'm just being honest, I'm not a Nigerian, but you know, Nigeria is a fashion country, fashion house. They have amazing tailors. They have outfits that are out of this world. If you invite them to an event, be rest assured they're going to outdress you. If you go to a Nigerian event, you have to compete with them. You have to overdress. They come in stunning outfits, you know. And what she wore at the previous preliminary, I like that one more than this one. This one is a bit simple, and it feels a bit confusing to me. But it's not bad. It's just it's that lukewarm dress. That's all I have to say, you know. So anyway, it's okay. At the end of the day, she did her thing. She walked well. She looked amazing. Yeah, Russia's dress too, it was the same she wore at the prelims. I liked that dress too. I liked it. It was different. Yes. So also going back to Miss Dominican Republic, you know you didn't make it here, but I expect to see you in Miss Grand next year. You have probably what they're looking for. Grande, overconfident. You have to come up with that, you know, a bit like that loudness, that yes, drama and all that. So I'm going to recommend you to Miss Grand next year. So we had Miss CEO Anne speaking out, being performative, and we're inspiring, we inspire women. And then it went to the round table. So the round table, it involved Cayman Islands, Egypt, Malta, Somalia. I think there's one country I'm missing, but I don't know. And each of them are telling their own stories, challenges that they have faced. Miss Malta's story was quite nice to hear because I believe she spoke about domestic violence. I've heard her story, but I believe that, let's just say, she started certain things late in life. At the age of, she's even saying that she's competing with 19-year-olds, young people, and they are at a place that she was not when she was that age. But she feels that it doesn't matter what age you are, you can still do this. She did not feel confident enough to do that at a young age. And she's glad that Miss Universe has offered that platform. Then we had Egypt in the second part of the advert. We heard about her story with vitiligo. She was discriminated against. You know, she was not treated equally just because she had that. And some people thought it was infectious. And so I wanted to also see the other three ladies, their stories, but they just cut it to that. So Miss Universe, next time, please show all the ladies, each of the ladies from that round table, their story in the, please show it in the video. Anyway, now, the top 5 Q&A, yeah? I'm just going to go through this very, very quickly because they've selected our top 5 already. And so the ladies that made it to the top 5, of course, is Nigeria, is Mexico, Venezuela, Denmark, Thailand. Yeah, I think I have those ones. Yeah, Thailand. Number 1, Nigeria, her question. Being liked or being disrespected. Now, Miss Nigeria, you killed it with the answer. I know you were quite nervous, but you hid it very well. You hid it very well and you spoke with confidence. And they asked her, what would you prefer? Being liked or being respected? And she said, being respected. Respect is really important. We live in a society that we don't feel respected because of who we are. If you respect yourself, you respect others around you. And so that was a simple, powerful answer. That's it, short and simple. And we know it's also in regards to her story, but thank God she did not go into details and all that. You know, she kept it simple, she kept it short, that's it. So then they asked Mexico, what gives you the power to keep going if something bad happens in your life? And she said her mom, through her battle of cancer, she represents her mom's resilience. And always fulfill your dreams. She wants to be the queen to people's heart. And I think that's a good answer. It was not a great answer, but it was a good answer. I think, because I can relate to her answer too, but I think I would say that, you know, nothing should be taken for granted in this life. You should cherish each opportunity and make the best out of it. Don't take things for granted, because you never know tomorrow. So have the zeal to make the best out of life. That also. But it's a good answer. Denmark is, how will you live your life differently if you know nobody will judge you? She gave a good answer to. She said, I wouldn't change anything. You learn from your mistakes. And what you learn, you take it to the future. And you become a better person. Loved it. Thailand. What's the quality of a successful leader? And she said, empathy. Yes, she said it doesn't matter. Your qualification does not matter. It does not matter how skilled you are. But if you lack empathy with people, it causes a disconnect. And it cannot make you a successful leader. And I said, okay, that's a good. Venezuela's one. Oh, that answer. And Miss Venezuela. Yeah, moving on. It's good to have pride in your language. Yeah. I know some people will say, well, I'm not obliged to learn English at the end of the day. You know, maybe what if English people, they don't even learn my language? Yeah. But if you come on a show like this, listen, we need you to understand and speak basic English language. It will be an advantage to you. You know, everywhere where you live, you need to learn English because you'll be doing business internationally. Yeah, it's a communication. This is how we all communicate in English. It helps us. It improves us. You come on an international show because your translator, there's only so much they can do for you. Sometimes when you want to speak to it from the heart and you speak to somebody, it will be perceived better than with the translator. Anyway, that answer was a mess. They said, describe the ideal woman of today and what you have in common with her. And she said her ideal moment was spent with these 128 women from all walks of lives, all backgrounds. And they put all their differences aside. They showed unity. They showed respect in their journey. That answer was so wrong. Anyway, let me not bore you guys. So they now ask the final Q&A. And this is the deciding factor. It's the same question they ask all the 5 ladies. So Nigeria goes first. So they ask her, Miss Universe has inspired a generation of women. And what would be your message to the people watching you now? And Chidima said that she stands as a testament of hope, of courage, of not being beaten down. And the fact that she's here to inspire and that she has a powerful story, because we all know what she has been through. But the fact is, to make a long story short, she did not give up. You know, that we should all feel inspired by her, that she has persevered with grace. And she feels that she has not only fought for herself, but for Africa. And I agree. And I even feel that, you know what, you know, Chidima, she has revived the interest of even the African viewers. Because, especially in her country, Nigeria, most of them were not watching Miss Universe. Let's be honest, even over the years, most of the contestants, they always end up unplaced and they did not really get this massive support. I feel that Chidima has had the most support ever in history. With the votes on social media, the way they advocated for her, because I understand they understood her plight. You know, when she felt beaten down, they were there to at least be there for her, be her support system. And it shows unity. And again, you know, she's all about Africa unity. So I think that's a very good one. Her answer was very, very powerful. Now, Mexico won the same question they asked. Miss Universe has inspired a generation of women, blah, blah, blah. How do you feel? Miss Mexico, you were getting somewhere, but you were rambling. Keep it simple, powerful, and short. Yes, with the social media, what is going on, the cyberbullying, all that, but this and that. Oh, yeah. It was so, it was a hot mess.
And always choose to turn it into your strengths.
Denmark too also, Miss Denmark also had a good message. She said, always believe in yourself, don't give up. Yeah, I'm making history. At the end of the day, don't let your past decide your future and all that. Just go for what you want.
Now, Miss Denmark, I agreed with almost everything she said, but she kind of lost me when she said, I am making history for the first time. I said, girl, what? What are you talking about, honey? You look like a privileged, well, I hate to bring up skin tone, but you're a privileged white blonde lady. Like, how the hell are you making history? You're not the first blonde person that has ever won. Now, I just an update. I checked her profile and she had a very rough childhood upbringing. She was basically abused and she comes from a dysfunctional family. And it's quite sad. I got to know her on a deeper level. And you know what? I have to applaud her for going through that. But if I have to be very, 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 very honest, I don't think that that's what Miss Universe, that's the reason why you won Miss Universe. Let's just say that maybe these things, because it was withheld during the QA, which I understand, this is something that's very, very deep. But I just feel like, I don't know, everybody has a story. It's not a sympathy contest, if that makes sense. So I think most ladies there have also gone through a lot. But anyway, we move before I digress.
To always have hope. Working on my project.
Miss Thailand's answer was also very powerful. Hers is simple and short. It's about believe in yourself and have hope. Those are the two most important elements. Now, she made reference to her advocacy, where they support cancer patients, and also what she has seen that keeps them up is the fact that they believe that there's a tomorrow and the hope that they hold on. And you know, at the end of the day, it's just used in general. That's what will move you further. So that was a good answer. Okay, so Miss Venezuela's one is that at the end of the day, the crown, it does not only belong to one person or something like that. It's for everybody, everybody who feels special, that you know, they've earned their respect and all that stuff and all that stuff. So finally, we get to that moment, and I'm saying, gosh, because I was rooting for Miss Nigeria, I'm rooting for the African queens. I also rooted for Miss Philippines, you know, or even most of the other ladies too that I was rooting, but they did not go place. So I was like, gosh, hey, Nigeria made it to the top 5. I was so happy. I was cool with that. So now we're getting to it. Fourth runner-up is Venezuela. Yes, I agreed with that one. Third runner-up is Thailand. I disagreed with that one. Absolutely. Second runner-up is who? Mexico! I disagree with that one. Mexico should have even been like the third runner-up, but it is what it is. Then now we're getting into it. Nigeria, Denmark, Nigeria. And I said, gosh, China has a chance. And then they called Denmark. Anyway, congratulations to the winner. Congratulations to Denmark. At the end of the day, you know, hey, you know, I cannot say that I disagreed. I had my faith, but again, may the best woman win. This is what we call sportsmanship. So that's it. For me, how I wish it would have gone is that the fourth runner-up, of course, Venezuela. The third runner-up, Mexico. Second runner-up would be Denmark. And then it would have been between Thailand and Chidema. So that's it. Yes, so that's how it became. And yeah, so and I also wanted to say, you know what, Chidema, she should be proud of herself that she made it this far. Seriously, She was not the pageant analyst. Most of the pageant bloggers or the pageant analysts, they did not really predict that she would even be in the top 5. And she was the underdog, and her story was indeed a strong one. Nobody expected her. Even for Africa, I thought Zimbabwe would have really made it far, and she would be the African representative. But if we're being very fair, Chidima made a huge impact. Yeah, there were a lot of African countries, let's just say with the exception of South Africa, because when it comes to pageantry, you know, they're very serious about it. They're consistent with their love for pageantry, so they follow the updates. But other African countries, most of them, they don't really take it that seriously. There's not such a huge fan base when it comes to that. So she helped at least, you know, the African countries. They came together, they voted for her, they showed her love, they showed her everything. And yeah, and it's been a ride. It's been a ride. They did very well. She did very well. And now the representatives. So I also have to say something. When it comes to the continent representatives, Chidema is the Miss Nigeria is the queen for Africa and Oceania. Finland is the queen for Europe and Middle East. Philippines is the queen for Asia, and then Chile is the queen for South America, the Americas. Yeah. And my thing is that, you know, this lineup does not align with the top 5 lineup, the finalist. It does not align. I think it's only Chidema's one which is consistent. So I'm just asking myself, so this representatives that you've called, is I believe that this one is regarding the popularity vote. That's just how I see it. And to be honest, I'm happy for these ladies that got these titles, because it was well deserved. They had backing, they had love, and they also performed very well. So it's all in one. It's just too bad they didn't make it to at least the top 12 or the top 5. So I also wanted to say that, you know, Africa and Oceania, why are we being paired together? I thought it was Asia and Oceania. That's the same region. Then second of all, Europe and Middle East, why could you not exclude them? At least put Oceania with Asia, and then Middle East should have been separate, and then Europe should have also been separate. Yeah, like why was there also not a representative from the Middle East for Saudi Arabia and all that? But I suspect that those regions, they did not really vote the most. That's what I'm assuming. Like I said, pageantries in those regions, I don't think they're extremely heavily influenced. So they said, you know what, we'll group these ones under that. Oceania probably had the fewest, maybe, votes coming out from that region. Same for the Middle East, so they grouped them. But yeah, it was a hot mess. Anyway, I want to say, finally, the show has ended. Please stay tuned on my channel. I'll still come with the updates, the post-show updates for Miss Universe. I'll cover some of your contestants, what they've been up to, I'm seeing future for them. I see them all doing well. Miss Philippines, Chelsea, the opportunities are opening for you. The doors are opening for you. It does not matter that you did not make it beyond that. Same goes for Zimbabwe. Same goes for most of these girls. All of these girls, don't give up, continue trying. We'll see your project, we'll see what you've been up to, and it's only the beginning. It's the beginning of something new, and you kill it. Believe in yourself and go for it. Yeah, so let me know. Also drop in the comments what you would like me to review. It's all about comedy, fun, entertainment. Listen, let's have fun. Thank you guys so much for the love. Ciao ciao. Bye bye.